You're listening to episode 328 of the Membership Guys podcast. Today, we're talking about whether having a membership means that you need to put any product, any courses, any content that you might want to sell separately into that membership, or whether it's still okay to actually go off and sell these things as standalone products. We're going to dive into that in just a sec.
You're listening to the Membership Guys podcast, bringing you proven, practical tips and advice from the leading experts on growing a successful membership business each and every week. And now, here's your host, Mike Morrison.
Well, hello there. Thank you for listening to the Membership Guys podcast. This is episode 328. I'm your host, Mike Morrison. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today and spending a little bit of time geeking out about memberships. So today we're talking about whether being a membership owner, whether having a membership that consists of content, that might consist of training and courses, means that you can't also sell other courses, other training products separately. Will you be expected that anything that you create goes inside your membership? Now, this is something that's come up a number of times inside our own community at Membership Academy. It's come up in our Facebook group. We've even had this issue and this question going back years with clients that we've worked with, and it's a strange one. So why might this come up? Because you might never have considered this. You might have it in your head, well, of course, my business is all about my membership. It's the only thing I do. So if I create a new course or a new workshop, obviously it goes in the membership. Alternatively, you might be someone who's got a membership, a service business, a software business, 3 or 4 different courses you sell, live events, and you're kind of thinking, well, what's the big deal? Well, if you want to sell it separate, sell it separate. You want to put it in the membership, put it in the membership. But it's definitely one of those things that can cause confusion. And the reason it can cause confusion for membership owners is because it can cause confusion for your members. So we're just going to dive into this a little bit. First of all, we'll start with why might this come up? When might this scenario come up? Well, by nature, memberships are quite often an all-encompassing product. They're a little bit abstract because you're not selling a one-off course. You're not selling how to learn the drums in 30 days. You're not selling an ebook, something that's really clearly defined. This is exactly what you get. It's fixed. It doesn't change. This is the product, and that's it. With a membership, you're selling a big old box of stuff, right? There's all sorts of things in there. You'll have content. You'll have different types of content, workshops, courses, PDFs, workbooks. You'll have community. You'll do some live stuff. You'll do all sorts of things. It's a big box of stuff. So the lines can be a little bit blurry in terms of what specifically someone can expect to be in that box. If someone only associates you with your membership, then it's not uncommon for them to also associate all of your output as a content creator, as an educator, as a community host, to all be part of that membership. And of course, with most memberships, you are continuously adding fresh content. So it's always changing. It's always evolving. And again, that muddies the waters a little in terms of being able to just definitively say to someone, this is exactly what this product consists of. I remember years back, one of our clients caused a stir in their membership because at that point, the main thing their membership offered was courses. They had a course library that all members got access to. Those courses were generally 3 to 4 hours in length, and they released a course pretty much once a month. But then one month they released a new course that was about double the length of the typical ones in their membership. And because of that, and because it was a little bit more of an advanced topic, they sold it separately. There was a lot of pushback from their community members who'd come to expect that any new courses this guy released would just be part of the membership. That's just how it was. Now, actually, this standalone course had a lot more to it. There were elements of group coaching, there was some one-on-one support, and some other aspects that you wouldn't ordinarily get in the membership. But the communication around that and clarification around why this was a standalone thing, why it wasn't just like the other courses, why it wasn't part of the membership, that wasn't so great. And so cages ended up getting rattled on both sides. So this scenario can definitely be a confusing one. Now, the simplest approach is just to put everything in the membership. Putting everything in the membership that you ever create is certainly nice and simple, But that doesn't mean it's the best approach. After all, the more stuff you put in the box, the more content there is, the more people have to navigate, and the more potential there is for overwhelm. There's a lot of value in actually limiting what you're giving people inside your membership. Plus, it's likely that if you're selling multiple other products, courses, and so on in addition to your membership, that they're possibly aimed at different people to who your membership's aimed at. If you just shove all of that inside the membership, that can overcomplicate things, that can lead to overwhelm, especially if it's not necessarily stuff that's aimed at the type of members you have. Now, it's far easier to offer other products, other content, other services outside your membership if they are distinctly different from what's in your membership. Again, that client of ours, all they had in their membership were courses. Every course they created went into the membership. And so naturally confusion came up when just one of those courses, seemingly arbitrarily, didn't go in the membership because it wasn't too distinct from what members had been accustomed to receiving. So if your membership is mostly courses and training, then if you do a live event or if you start offering one-on-one coaching, then there's far less likely to be any confusion than if you started selling some courses and training products outside your membership and having some go into your membership. So much of this comes down to setting and managing expectations. First of all, consider, what have you promised to members? If your sales page promises that members will receive all of your new training material, access to every course you release and so on, then of course, deciding that you're going to sell that new workshop or that new course as an extra rather than add it to the membership as promised will feel like you've broken that promise. So it's important to make sure that you're not painting yourself into a corner by making huge promises in terms of what members can expect to receive. That then makes it difficult or means you need to break those promises later if you want to start selling standalone courses and content and so on. Think too about what patterns have been established, either deliberate or not. Even if you've not outright stated on your sales page, members will receive all of our training material, all of this, all of that. Sometimes, if you have established certain patterns, then they can lead to expectation that you will continue to match that pattern. You'll continue to conform. You'll continue to deliver as you've always delivered. So if members come to expect that every month you release one new workshop into the membership, but then 1 month you add nothing to the membership, but instead decide you're going to host a standalone paid workshop, then that's a pattern interrupt because you've established the pattern. Every month you get a free workshop. Then you break it by saying, well, this month there's no free workshop, but there's a paid one. Members are far more likely to question that. They're far more likely to push back on that because you've set that expectation, deliberately or not. Similarly, if in the past every course you've ever released has gone into the membership, but then you create a new one that's the same kind of length, the same kind of topic, the same sort of scope of the subject, but you charge for it separately, again, you're breaking that pattern and the expectations that are being created from it. So really ask yourself, would a member have a reasonable expectation that this thing you want to sell separately, this thing you want to charge more for, would be included in the membership? You don't want it to seem like your membership is a bait and switch. But at the same time, flipping this around, you as a membership owner, you need to resist the urge to over-deliver or to become a people pleaser. Someone joining your membership doesn't give them an automatic right to everything you might create or sell in the future. Again, the more abstract nature of memberships and the pressure that you can sometimes feel to continuously add value can make you feel somewhat obligated to just give everything to your members. And it might be that some members just have unrealistic expectations. You might have never indicated that they would get every new course you create, but they might think they're entitled to it anyway. As we said before, if you to them are synonymous with the membership, if they don't know of anything else that you do, they're not aware of any of the products or services you offer, they're just going to assume everything you do, everything that is premium that you create will be part of that membership. That doesn't mean you need to cave. That doesn't mean you need to kowtow to those expectations. You can stand firm. Reiterate what is actually promised in the membership. Highlight why this other thing is actually separate. And if they sulk, they sulk. A lot of this can be handled and addressed in your messaging and in how you position your membership and the other products or services you might sell around it. The clearer it is what your membership does, who it's for, and what it consists of, and similar for other products, the less chance there'll be of confusion or disappointment from members thinking they're going to get every single thing that you put out. So hopefully this gives you a lot to think about if you are already selling other products, other content, courses, and what have you alongside your membership, or you're thinking about starting to do this, and you're a little worried that members are going to kick back on that. They're going to be unhappy because they're not getting this thing for free. Looking at it from both sides in terms of what are their reasonable expectations and are you meeting them? But also ensuring that you're not making yourself too anxious, or you're not doing yourself and your business a disservice by just throwing everything into the membership and losing opportunities to diversify your income by adding additional revenue streams and additional products. Now, there is a happy medium. If you're selling other things outside your membership, there's definitely a way to capitalize on that as a positive for your members. And you can do that by giving members 3 things when it comes to those other products and services you're offering. You can give them, first of all, priority. So they get first dibs. If you're running a live event, they're the first ones who are offered tickets. If you're selling a course, they're the ones who are offered the chance to buy it a week before the public. If you're running a mastermind group or you want to start offering private group coaching, they're the ones who are given the first opportunity to get a seat at the table. So your members get priority. That becomes a benefit of your membership. The second thing, you give members preferential treatment. So you can look to see if there's any way that you can enhance these other products that you're selling when they are bought or used by your members. So again, if you're selling something like a live event, you could make it so that on the morning of that live event, there's a private breakfast for any attendees who are also part of your membership. If you're selling a course, maybe you can do a private seminar, a private Q&A session or something like that alongside the course that is only available to people who bought the course who are also part of your membership. So find ways in which you can give that preferential treatment. You can give an enhanced, a premium version of these other products and services to the people who are also inside your membership. And the third thing to give members as part of this happy medium is a price discount on anything else that you sell. It doesn't need to be huge. It could be $10 off a ticket. It could be 5% off any of the things that you have, a standing 10% discount on any one-on-one services or coaching that they might hire you for. But if they're getting a discount on anything else you sell as a perk of being a member, then once again, that's an added benefit. You are adding to their membership by providing them with this extra thing that they get purely because they are a member. So give your members priority preferential treatment and a price discount on anything else you might sell outside of the membership. That then adds to the value of them becoming a member. So it's a positive that you're selling these other things rather than a negative. Very easy way to get that happy medium if you are selling other products, other content, other courses and events outside of your membership. So if this has been something that has been bothering you, if it's been something you've had feedback about in the past, if it's something that's maybe been holding you back from releasing a new course or going in a certain direction with your business, then I do hope that today's episode has given you a bit more food for thought and a bit more clarity on the sort of things you might want to consider and also how you could handle things if you actually decide to go in this direction. That's it from me for this week. Thanks so much for listening. If you were new to the show, if this is your first episode, I hope you've enjoyed the episode and I hope you'll hit subscribe on your podcast app to make sure that you do not miss a single weekly episode. We've been coming to you weekly for 328 weeks now. So not only have you got a big old back catalogue to work from, but also you've got a lot of great stuff ahead each and every week. And I'll be back again next week with a new episode of the Membership Guys podcast. If you enjoyed this week's episode of the Membership Guys podcast, we invite you to check out membershipacademy.com. The Membership Academy is the essential resource for anyone at any stage of starting, growing, and running a membership website. Whether you're still trying to figure out what your idea is going to be, or whether your website's already up and running and you're just looking for ways to grow it and attract new members, then the Membership Academy can help you to get to the next level. With our extensive course library, step-by-step membership roadmap, exclusive member-only discount perks and tools, as well as our supportive, active community that will help you along the way with feedback, encouragement and advice, the Membership Academy is the perfect place to be for anyone looking to start, manage and grow a successful membership business. Check it out at membershipacademy.com.